Good morning, everyone. It's Friday in City Hall, and as I do each week, I bring you information of things that have happened throughout this past week, as well as alert you to some of the things that will continue to be going on in the week ahead. As you know, much has been made about this month being Gun Violence Awareness Month, and I believe today is actually Gun Violence Awareness Day. This past Tuesday, I had the chance to join with other mayors and elected officials across New York State for a special news conference to address the issue. Within this last month alone, May alone, our country has suffered through a number of mass shootings. In fact, in the newspaper and in the news just yesterday, unfortunately, there's reports of continued mass shootings throughout our country. During the news conference, we talked about not only ways in which our specific communities have been affected by gun violence, and certainly, the massacre in Buffalo is still fresh in everyone's mind. But we also talked about ways in which we can work together across the state to bring an end to the problem. New York State has some of the toughest and strictest gun laws in the country. Those laws can only go so far. We're going to need a national solution in order for us to really tackle the problem. Let's face it, if New York State were the only state, and it isn't, but if New York State were the only state to have strict gun laws, there are 47 other contiguous states that would be available to those who might have nefarious purposes with regard to the acquisition of guns. So I think we need to have a national approach to this. I know last night President Biden addressed the country on the issue, and certainly I'm hoping that with his urging, the Senate and the House will come together on a solution for all of America. Gun violence isn't going to be solved unless we're all ready to work together on it. And so I think this becomes really a topic not just for those who want to pit one side against the other, the right to bear arms versus those who are against all guns. I think it's really time for us to have some common sense solutions. Some of the things that our own governor has suggested with regard to some additions to our New York State laws. And so also tonight, to mark the fact that this is Gun Violence Awareness Month and Gun Violence Awareness Day, Niagara Falls will be illuminated in orange. We also had the opportunity this past week to celebrate Pride Month. It is a time for us to celebrate the LGBTQ plus community. It's an opportunity for us to recognize and to appreciate diversity. It's something that we've celebrated every year as a tribute to those that were involved in the Stonewall riots in 1969. Obviously, there are going to be strong issues on so many social topics. But one thing we can all recognize is that in Niagara Falls, we support the community, and we promise to create a city where all people will feel comfortable, regardless of their sexual orientation. If we're really going to talk about diversity, equity, and inclusion, then that means everybody. Whether or not you have a particular position in the discussion, you have to agree that all of these things become human rights, the opportunity for everybody to live comfortably. We were also happy to be joined this past Wednesday by Congressman Higgins. He joined me at City Hall to raise the Pride flag, which will remain up throughout Pride Month, the first portion of Pride Month. And then obviously there are other celebrations that will be coming up this month, and so we'll be recognizing them as well. One of the changes that has occurred is here at City Hall is that our Community Development Department has once again returned to City Hall. After a couple of decades of being outside the building for a number of reasons, we have brought the Community Development Department back to City Hall. Like all of the offices here in City Hall, you'll need to call ahead for an appointment. And once you call the number and schedule an appointment, you arrive at City Hall through the Main Street entrance. let the guard know who it is that you're here to see, and the rest of it will just occur as it does with all the rest of our offices here in City Hall. So remember, City Hall is now the location for the Community Development Department. We welcome all those that have business with that department to remember to please come to City Hall, but please make an appointment first before you arrive. Yesterday, we kicked off the Food Truck Thursday season. I had the chance to go out to the train station where we hold it every Thursday. It was a great day. Lou Custodi and Steve Parisi were the entertainment for the afternoon, and Steaksters was the featured truck this week. It really was a beautiful day to get outside and grab a delicious lunch and enjoy the entertainment. Next week, we hope that you'll join us as Dirty Bird Chicken and Waffles will be out at the train station. They'll be the food truck featured, and they'll be serving up lunch. Will Holton will be the entertainment for the afternoon, and this will go on every Thursday, rain or shine, from 11 in the morning until 2 in the afternoon. If you haven't been down to the train station on a Thursday to enjoy Food Truck Thursday, do yourself a favor, get on out there. You won't find a more pleasant afternoon to go out and spend an hour, have lunch. I'm sure you'll meet people out there that you know to have a conversation with. Bring friends along. It's an opportunity really to just relax a little bit during everybody's busy day. One of the things that we're also doing to improve communication with residents is we're providing text alerts. You can join the new text alert system by either dialing in, and I'll give information about that in a moment, or scanning the QR code that's on the screen. If you are already signed up, then it's likely that you received on Wednesday evening notice for Food Truck Thursday. We're not only just giving out notices for those kinds of social events, but we're advising people on road closures. We're providing information about other things that are happening in the city that are of importance to our residents. It's a prompt, efficient way to get information to you in a way that is free to you. There is no cost. The city is not collecting data. We're simply providing information to our residents on those things that are happening in the community, as well as updates on activities throughout the city. You can either text the word resident to 716 Falls 23, or again, scan the QR code that you see at the corner of the screen. Again, the number is 716 Falls 23. That is 716-325-5723. 716-325-5723. Text the word resident to that number. It'll get you registered. And then, as we have information about road construction, or as we get in to later in the year events that are happening, we are partnering with the school district to talk about school closings or school events. We'll have an opportunity to provide residents with information that's important for them to know. So again, text the word resident to 716-325-5723, or scan the QR code on the corner of the screen to get you registered for text alerts. I'm sure that you'll enjoy getting that information promptly from City Hall. We are anticipating a pleasant weekend. I'm hoping that everyone gets out to enjoy some time outdoors. Tonight at 5:30, the Niagara Power will begin their season at Sal Magley Stadium. So if you're a baseball fan and you want to come out to watch some good baseball, please come down to Sal Magley Stadium at 5:30 today. We are looking for an exciting weekend. There will be many things happening both on Old Fall Street, obviously in our state park, and all throughout the community. Please make sure that you're safe and careful. As I do each time I'm talking to you, I remind you that if you haven't been vaccinated relative to the COVID virus, please make sure that you get yourself vaccinated, get boosters. We've just received some information that later this month the vaccination could be made available to children under 5 years old, so we can really start getting all of us involved in prevention. So enjoy the weekend. Please be safe. Make sure that you keep yourself and your family safe, and I look forward to talking to you again